Hey guys, what's up? This is Dion Forrest from Authentic Attraction, and today's topic is going to be about approach anxiety, or aka the fear of talking to girls, right? So this is a big problem that I see that most guys have. They don't have the balls to go up and talk to women. So let's get down to the bottom of this. What is anxiety in general? Like, what is fear and anxiety? Anxiety is pretty much a defense mechanism that stops us from venturing into the unknown. Our brain says, whoop, oh shit, that looks unfamiliar. I'm not going to mess with it. So it creates this fear or this anxiety to the unknown, right? Recently I found out that our brain cannot determine what anxiety applies to. So for example, the same type of anxiety that you feel before you get on a huge roller coaster is the same type of anxiety that you feel before you go talk to a girl. It's the same type of anxiety. Your brain can't decipher between the two. It just reads it as anxiety. So if all anxiety is the same, then why not approach all forms of it the same? So here's my 3 steps to getting rid of fear and approach anxiety and going out there and just talking to the girl that you like. So step number 1 is to expose yourself to anxiety, no matter what it is, whether it's talking to women, getting on a roller coaster, accepting those butterflies before a big game, if you're an athlete or something like that. Because ultimately, all forms of anxiety are the same. So step 1 teaches you, what I'm trying to teach you is to become immune to anxiety. Now, I'm not saying that you can totally get rid of anxiety. Anxiety is natural, it's part of human nature, you can't get rid of it. But what you can do is you can learn to control it. So expose yourself to all forms of anxiety. Anything that makes you anxious or scared, go out and try it. Like for example, if you're afraid of heights, go to an amusement park, get on roller coasters. Keep doing these things over and over. You know, if you're afraid of talking to girls, go out on a Saturday night, approach 10 to 13 of them. It doesn't matter. As long as you're exposing yourself to the anxiety, you will eventually become immune to it and learn how to control it better. So after you've become comfortable with controlling and handling your anxiety, it's now time for step number 2. And step number 2 is creating new habits. Habits are very important, especially for us as human beings. Everything in our life is predicated off of habit. We are creatures of habit. So most of the time when guys go and talk to women, or they want to go and talk to a woman, they get anxiety, but they never go talk to them. So they create this bad habit over time of teaching themselves to never go talk to the girl. So what you want to do is you want to create new habits. Despite your anxiety, you want to go over and talk to women. No matter how scared you are, no matter how nervous you get, this will eventually create new habits in your mind subconsciously, and you will learn how to talk to women despite how you may feel or any excuses that your defense mechanism may create for you. So that's step number 2. Talk to women despite your anxiety and create new habits of approaching. Step number 3 is self-evaluation. Okay? Now, I'm just going to be honest with you guys. When you first start going out there talking to women and you're not used to doing this on a regular basis, you're going to bomb. You know, when I first started out, I bombed. You know, you're going to get shy, timid, you're going to stumble with your words. Sometimes you may even get rejected. But that's okay, because you're creating new habits and you're pushing past the anxiety barrier. And we all fail. That's the only way you can get better at this. So once you start going out there and approaching women and just talking to them on a regular basis, I want you to, after you get done with your interactions, I want you to replay them in your mind, take out a piece of paper and a notebook, and write down everything that happened within the interaction. For example, how did you feel? Were you extremely nervous when she was talking to you? Were you giving off negative body language? Like, were you looking around a lot? Were you holding good eye contact with her? Were you projecting your voice clearly so that she could hear you? All these things are very important because when you self-evaluate yourself, you can determine what to fix, and you can see what it takes to be successful within social interactions. For example, voice tone, good body language, eye contact, those sort of things. Another thing is you want to write down and evaluate what is the woman's reaction to you talking to her. Are you giving off negative body language that's making her nervous and insecure? You know, is she turned off by you because she can't really hear you speaking clearly? All these things are very important. So self-evaluate yourself. Be observant. Write down all these things. And this is how you become better. This is how you create better habits within social interactions. Now, if you want to take it a step further, what I like to do is I like to get a friend, and I like to have my friend record me with my camera so I can see how I react in social situations when talking to women. Do I have a negative body language? Am I holding good eye contact? Am I mumbling? So that's another way to improve as well. Watch your interactions on camera. But that's pretty much it, guys. Those are 3 steps. Use them wisely. And my next video is going to be about how to get over rejection and how to perceive rejection differently than how we've been taught to perceive it. But that's pretty much it. So stay tuned for my next video, and go get out there, talk to women. Don't be afraid of anxiety nor rejection, because well, pretty much that is why. Yeah.